everyone, my name is Erin Elizabeth Wernberg. Thank you so much for choosing to be here with me today. Today we're going to be talking about how using the phrase, I don't know, can keep us stuck. So a lot of times when we have a response to something or someone answers a question or we're feeling really stuck and we just say, I don't know, what we're emphasizing is, I don't know right now. And when we do that, it shuts us down to figure out how we could possibly know, and it shuts us down from any type of creative possibilities or divine guidance or intuition or anything that could come in and help us move us towards the right and correct answer for us. But if we just keep saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, we're reinforcing this belief that we don't know. And then we're usually unintentionally shutting ourselves off from figuring out how we could know, how we could find the answer, how we could move forward in a particular situation. So when we say, I don't know, this is our ego coming forward. So our ego is the part of us that wants to separate things, wants to rank things, wants to make things better or worse than, wants to make us as separate than things outside of us. So when we're saying we don't know, our ego is confirming to us we don't know because it wants to keep us safe and in our comfort zone. Our ego judges because it's a form of protection for us. And so when we're saying we don't know, that's usually our ego conditioning us or helping us, trying to help us and making us think, well, if we don't know, then I'm not going to move out of my comfort zone. I'm not going to do anything differently, and I'll be right where I am. Even if you don't like your reality and where you are right now in a particular situation, at least it's familiar to you. And so a lot of what the ego can do is trick us into not going into unknown or unfamiliar situations because we don't know what can happen. And it could be dangerous, it could harm us, it could not serve us, whatever. But so when we think about saying, I don't know, that's our ego trying to have us be stuck and be small. And a lot of us learn that through programming, through we're too much, we're not good enough, we don't deserve what we want, things like that. When we say, I don't know, a lot of times also that's connected to some more of these limiting beliefs of I'm going to fail if I know what I want. I won't do it if I know what I want. I am not deserving of what I want, so I'm just not going to ask for it. I don't know now what I want, so that means I shouldn't ask for anything, or, you know, any type of stories like that. So just first of all, getting clear about what is your I don't know that's coming up. Why are you saying I don't know? Are you afraid to ask for what you want? Have you been disappointed a lot, many times, so you're afraid to ask for what you want? Do you feel like it's impossible? Do you feel like there's no way that you in particular are deserving of that thing? It's just getting clear about why don't you know? That can be a very good first step, a healthy first step to doing this. And so instead of saying, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, what we can do instead is move into ways of questioning. And so it's okay if you don't know the full big plan. If you ask a question for yourself or you're trying to have a situation, you don't need to know where you're going to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Opening up that question doesn't mean that you are connected to that vision or that moment or that dream you have right now. It's just about making sure your energy is open enough that you can possibly dream or want to create a different reality or emotional state or whatever thing you want for yourself in the future. So it's not saying just because you think of it right now, that doesn't mean you're automatically tied to it. That's what's going to happen in the end. But if you don't get in that practice of being expansive and opening your energy up for things like this to happen, then there's no way you're going to ever create the habit of making changes in your life or showing up for yourself or giving yourself things that you want or need to move forward, because you're just constantly reaffirming this, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And so it's okay if you don't know all of it right now. We're just, when you ask a question and you're saying, trying to figure out the answer, when you say, I don't know, we just don't want to shut the energy down. So for example, if someone asks you, you know, where do you want to be in 5 years? Some people can get scared of that question because we think maybe I need to, whatever I say right now is definitely what's going to happen. Or what if I don't have a good enough plan? Or what if I don't have a plan at all? Or what if I, whatever. So the first thing is to remember that you do know, you're just blocking yourself from connecting to that guidance for some reason. And so a few things I mentioned a little bit ago, just getting clear about why am I blocking myself from my, I don't know. What am I afraid of? What's my fear story? What's my limiting belief around that? And then what we can do to kind of nurture some of these answers out and to break the habit of that is we want to look at, I don't know is a statement, period, the end. any statements that we repeat to ourselves over and over again, they just kind of like become our reality, and we ingest them, and it kind of blocks us from thinking a little bit more with creative possibilities, or with, there are ways that things can happen besides this one thing I'm connected to right now. And so we want to shift from those like period, the end statements to more questions. So this can just be a healthy practice you can work on all the time in your life. And so just recognize the difference between a question versus a statement. So even something simple, right? Just think about the energy of what it feels like if I said, let me know what you want to eat today, period, the end. Or if I said, what do you want to eat today? So questions are open-ended. They leave room. We know that there should be an answer coming. So there is space for you to give a creative answer. And obviously, let me know what you want to eat today. Of course, we want a response to that, but just energetically feeling the difference between asking a question versus just taking a period, the end, let me know what you want. So just energetically understanding that difference. And instead of saying, I don't know, so if you're like, I don't know what I want to eat today. I don't know what I want to eat today. I don't know what I want to eat today. You're just affirming that within yourself, like over and over and over again. And so with this example, simple questions you can ask and say, what do I want to eat today? What could I possibly want to eat today? How could I want what I want today? What would best serve me today? Right? So just all these ways that just, if you just ask yourself those questions about something simple like what you want to eat, you immediately open up way more possibilities and thoughtfulness than just, let me know what you want to eat today, period. Or I'm going to eat this today, period. And again, this is just one example. It's just a simple example. But you can think about, we say, what do you want in life? Who do you want to be in 5 years? What are your career goals? What emotion do you need to connect to within yourself? How are you not showing up for yourself? What limiting beliefs do you need to rewrite in your life? How am I treating myself like I don't care about myself? Those are some casual questions. But if you think about them and you just say, I don't know, you're never going to know. So instead of saying, I don't know, basically what we're saying is, I don't know, and I'm willing to commit to saying, I don't know. So a lot of times, again, our ego's first response is, I don't know. And we always have that response when we don't know how to do something, or if we're opening something new or something we haven't looked at before. But we need to get clear that continually saying, I don't know, again, is not going to serve us. And so instead we can ask ourselves, okay, where do I want to be in 5 years? Or how am I emotionally neglecting myself? How can I show up for myself better? How can I nurture myself better? Instead of saying, I don't know, we can say, okay, how can I do this? And just taking a moment. And even if you don't get your answer within that 30 seconds, that hour, that day, just continuing to keep that conversation open is going to be so important. So just asking the question until you get guidance, and asking the question until it shifts energetically from a place of I don't know to that you start getting guidance. So maybe your thing is, how can I show up better for myself? And you say, I don't know, but how can I do it? Just keep asking myself. And let's say you go to the grocery store and you see someone buying like a vegetable that you really like, and you're like, oh, I know I can feed myself more nutritious food that serves me, so we can, when we ask, we're programming our brain to look for answers or ways that we can show up for ourselves, that saying things like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, blocks us from. And so questions of, how can I do this? What do I want? What is the right guidance for me? So it's not that you get the answer right away. It's that you keep that energy open and you keep asking the questions so that the guidance can come to you in a way that usually unexpected. It could be something someone says and it just clicks as the answer for you. It could be something you watch on TV. It could be you just get a download, you just get a clear hit. It could be while you're journaling, while you're walking. When we're doing something else with our energy, that opens us up to have these things be given to us as gifts and signs. And you're allowed to take your signs and your guidance however you want. It's for you. So if you feel like it's a sign for you, it's resonating for you, then you deserve to listen to that and trust that. Another simple prayer you can do is just saying, even though I feel like I don't know right now, even though I feel totally overwhelmed with figuring this out, even though I have no clue what the answer is, any of those that work for you. So saying that, and then saying, I am open to creative possibilities and guidance. Because a lot of times when we have to rewrite that I don't know, it can be so challenging and so hard for us. So even though I don't know right now, I am open to creative possibilities and guidance. And just affirming that, and just kind of starting to break away that, that tough black rock we have around getting clear of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. It's okay, you don't know right now, but we don't want to continue to affirm that to ourselves so we're not getting the clear guidance that is totally available to us at all times. There's always messages being sent to us. There's always guidance for us right now, just if we listen to that guidance or not. So sometimes the guidance is, you don't know right now and you're not going to know for a while, so just keep going, do what you can do in this moment today, and eventually you'll be guided to something that serves you. So just remembering, I don't know keeps us stuck very intentionally, and not our fault. A lot of us are programmed into that. A lot of us see that all around us all the time of just, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. But the important thing is to keep asking that question within yourself and keep opening your energy in that way. And eventually, if you have enough faith, enough patience, enough persistence, you will be guided to the right and perfect thing for you if you're trying to figure out, I don't know. And so using I don't know as an excuse is just a way that we are giving our power away, because we are not opening our energy up and being intentional about allowing that guidance to come through for us. Okay, so that's everything I have for you today. I hope this video served you. If you want to ever work with me one-on-one, buy my books, get a reading from me, all that information is linked in the description box below. And thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.